Damn it. Alright, it's showing I have sound now, so hopefully it got the other shit. Oh, well. Okay. Fuck. Stupid Google. Okay. Well then. Okay. There was no sound. Fuck. Oh well. It happens. Shit. Well, that sucks. No sound that whole first. How long was it?
Oh, you haven't been on it all the way through, have you?
Huh?
You haven't been on it all the way through and with no audio?
Oh, it hasn't
It hasn't had audio up until now, really. I haven't heard anything anyway.
yet. Oh shit.
Oh, nightmare.
Damn it.
I think you're coming through now.
Yeah. Well, would give some good stories
You're
there, but
coming through, Becky. I started screaming at the wind at my computer as I was heading towards it with headphones.
okay.
I was like, I hear you, Becky, now.
Well, they bring it back up MH370 again. That's what I was talking about.
Never.
Then it had suffered a massive electrical failure. So
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
the Syria and the opposition are going into peace talks today.
Peace talks.
Yeah.
Well, good morning to that news.
Yeah, and Donald Trump postponed his visit to Israel because Netanyahu didn't agree with his statement about banning Muslims from coming in America. He said he'd wait until he became president to visit Israel. So see how confident he is. Good.
Well, as soon as somebody says anything bad about him, he goes to Twitter and he's like, I can't believe these idiots. They don't know that I'm the next president and that I'm the next big thing. I guess in the polls right now he's number 3. Last I heard, and that was like maybe yesterday. He was the 3rd.
Yeah.
But probably I don't know.
You haven't got much of a choice, really, have you, girls?
No, so.
He's leading here in my state, so. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was that like Hispanic gentleman, the Mark Rubio. I wouldn't be surprised if it was that like a big surprise because Hillary's such a con artist and everybody sees her for that. Everybody sees Donald Trump as a clown. There's no way. There's no way. But then I always think that I always have like this optimistic. Maybe they'll see it my way. Maybe they'll see that this is all. But no. Who knows?
I think you'll be the runner-up until the final minute. You'll drop out, and then whoever's left over will take it. Exactly.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Which strings will they pull?
Yep. What, you got Windows 10? Oh, no. Windows said 10 minutes. I've been on. Okay.
Oh, no, that's my Windows said it was 10 minutes that you were on. I had left the window open while I was looking for everything.
Well, at least the article showed up on the thing, so. So, what news have you seen that was interesting?
I may have had time to find news this morning. I was able to go to bed early. I was tricked into it. I fell asleep with my kids by accident last night. So I woke up really early this morning around 4 and started watching a bunch of, a couple terrifying documentaries.
Oh, joy.
That's how I began my morning. But it was still that's what I did. I didn't go into the news.
That's what stood out to me as them three. So, and I saw one about within the Netherlands. It was a remote control car powered by crickets or something. I just skimmed over it. I thought that was interesting.
Powered by crickets, like the bug.
Yeah.
You put a bunch of crickets inside of it as fuel, and it munches on the crickets and fuels the vehicle.
I don't know. I'll have to look at it later. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, the documentaries that I was watching were about. I started one, and it was a completely like Hitler. You know, it was pro-Hitler, Nazism, but it was talking about like the basically the hell of fire that was brought upon Germany by Churchill, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it went into the rape and stuff, and I was like, oh God, this is just, about like the Soviets raping the German women and children, and it just became really intense. And I was like, okay, this is just, I gotta come back to this when I'm tougher. I just can't. So
I think I've watched that one.
Hellstorm is the name of it.
Yes, that was hard to watch.
Yeah. So, and then the reason why I'm bringing that up is because what that film is trying to do is, like, obviously steer your emotions. It's propaganda, and it was trying to tell you this stuff that we don't get to be told, not in the history books and not on TV and on our, not even with cable TV with the History Channel. I mean, History Channel now is showing, what are those reality TV shows now more so than any history. So it is interesting what it shows about how many German people were killed in the streets, innocent people with thousands and thousands of bombs, and that's terrifying. That is terrifying. No American could ever imagine like miles of fire and being sucked in by the force of the fire. No American could imagine that happening here.
That's like you said. We don't hear about that side of it.
No.
How many German people died in the war there?
It was all of Europe. It wasn't just the Jews, and it wasn't just the Germans. It was Europeans in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there was bombing in Paris and in London, or in England, I mean.
Yeah.
But the focus that most of us are able to see, or are not. Yeah, most of us are able to see is like usually with Japan, or the Nazi Germany, or with the Holocaust. And then the Holocaust story that we're told, a lot of people are starting to say that there's holes in this story.
Yeah.
And it is worth looking into.
Yeah, with the Holocaust, I mean, I remember being in school as a primary, under 10, under 11, and I remember people coming into the school, Jews who had been through the Holocaust, or had families that had been through the Holocaust, and they tended to be the same people going around all the schools. They seemed like, well, now I know that they were put there to force feed the narrative onto the school children so that they believed what they wanted us to believe and what we were taught in our school books. Just like you'd get on the mainstream media now, getting Jews coming out and speaking about it. And I think it's an actual lucrative job, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Propaganda is a powerful tool.
And it's legal. Legal here, so.
I think propaganda is what makes the world go round. I mean, people say it's money,
Hey, it's
but
what keeps the war,
yeah, they need the propaganda to get the money.
Propaganda, advertisement, whatever you call it.
Yep.
That's all it is, isn't it? It's some form of advertising, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I just found this out yesterday that they don't actually have books at my kids' schools. They use the Chromebooks for everything.
Never.
So they even do their schoolwork on the Chromebook, and they push a button, turn in assignment. So yeah, all digitalized now.
See, there's so much opportunity there to steer the child's mind and to press so many advertisements in the digital, because that form of education and information is so fast.
Yeah.
It's
And what's worse, the parents can't see what they're learning because it's all on the Chromebook that they can't bring home.
streamline that shit to the kids' brains, basically.
Yeah.
My daughter came home, and I guess this week they're learning about the Jewish holidays. And she learned about the menorah, and she wanted me to put on some Jewish songs for Christmas, or Hanukkah.
Yeah.
So we did that and made cookies the other day. But it's I think it adds into the sympathizing with only the Jewish people.
Yeah.
And not really paying any relevance to anybody else, or any no patronage to any other race or nation. Guess we kind of do it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a nice way to.
There's been plenty of genocides, so.
Yeah, I've just been reading up on the Armenian genocide.
That's what I was about to say.
That's that itself, sparks up a lot of problems. Like if you don't get taught it, I never even heard of Armenian.
Me neither.
I couldn't point it out on a map, but yet, I can point out anything about what happened in the First or Second World War to the Jews and to the British. But that's all I heard about. You didn't hear about the rest of it. The rest of Europe, and it weren't just Europe. I mean, there was other countries involved in it as well.
Oh yeah.
You don't hear about what happened in Africa.
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
Only what they want us to hear to feed their narrative.
So yeah, the hope is there that more people will, with the internet, it does give everybody the opportunity to find their own information and build your own opinion.
Yeah, with most people, because they've lived a life of TV and newspapers and news channels, they'll go on to YouTube even and take whatever they're told on YouTube as the gospel.
Yeah.
Without checking the facts and without looking at it. I mean, I try my best that someone gives me a bit of information, I'll have a look and to my best knowledge. If I can pass light on that bit of information to somebody else, then I'll try to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll always try to take everything as false or hoax or fake and try and work back from there.
Yeah.
the way I've always done it.
They know that we have the resources to educate ourselves and build our own opinions, which is why we are constantly bombarded by advertisements and other venues or other rabbit holes to go down. So, like, if you're listening to your favorite song on the radio, you can find it at WFMW, KTZY, check it on Facebook, Twitter, and, whatever it may be. So when you go online and if you're fed this shit and you listen to this shit on a regular basis, it's on TV too. You have the Clorox bleach commercial, and check out the coupons online so that you can save on what they already overcharge you, and it'll still be an overcharge.
Yeah.
So you're distracted.
And while you're on there, you're looking at offers for other things that you don't need, and things that are overly priced but look like a good deal because they give you 20% off it, and buy one, get one free.
I need a discount, a buy one, get one free on my household chemicals, please.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a buy one, get one free on the cost of life, basically, the cost of living.
Right.
Finn, so buy a pillow for Fox. If you buy one of those, you get one free.
He fucking you've had him. They've had him, innit? He's gone over to the dark side. He's sold himself.
That guy's a cross between Jesse Ventura and Steven Seagal, I think.
He definitely sounds like Jesse Ventura, doesn't he? And his passion for it as well. It is like selling you a conspiracy theory. But you can sleep on it.
Fox has given you such terrible ideas of the adverts. You can't buy it.
I'm going to watch adverts now.
Or maybe the best. I'm not sure if it's terrible or the best. I think it's probably the prime adverts would be on Fox. So.
See, the crazy thing is that those adverts, and this is strange, but I think this is pretty. It makes the British adverts look very, 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 very sophisticated.
Yes.
I kid you not, and I don't know why we can. You know what I mean, Finn? So is that
they're very the adverts are very soft spoken. Have you had an accident in 10 years? Would you? But whereas in America, have you had an accident? Have you fallen over? It's in your face, like.
You can just stealing you a pillow.
I see it as like American salesmanship. It's like you need this. Do you have like if it's like, do you have something to write with, and somebody's holding a pencil, and of course you don't have anything to write with. Well, problem solved. There's your pencil. I think that's from a movie somewhere. It's the best way to sell. It's like create a need, and so they tell you you need it. You need it. Everything in your life is incomplete without it.
I need to say though, it's no reflection on the American nation. It's just a reflection on the extreme television that's available over there. Like over here, we have television as bad as that, right? But in no way near are they allowed near talking about sensitive topics. Do you know what I mean? Those sort of clowns like that would not in the UK be allowed a news studio or a current affairs program or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the Sillet Bang advert? With Barry Scott?
Exactly, that like civilized compared to their anal leakage.
And believe it or not, those adverts are targeted to the type of individuals that watch Fox, like older Republican white people that are going to believe any bullshit anyway. So if you go to MTV and you watch MTV all day or Comedy Central, you're going to get advertisements for alcohol, condoms, and tax Uber or something. I'm not sure, but definitely alcohol and condoms.
Oh, tell us what you seen last time you were watching MTV, Heather. Go on.
Probably like, what was it? What was it that made me hate my life? The Riches, where you get to go in their crib and you get to see all the things that they have and you can never ever afford.
Cribs? Is it called Cribs?
Yeah.
Probably. Or Pimp My Ride. Those were the last things I remember on MTV.
Oh no, I was talking about the adverts. Can you remember like, the kind of Americanized adverts?
Oh yeah, like for condoms, it'd be like, you know, like they're gonna get down and heavy and everything, and he's got like a shitty condom, and she's like, you don't know that, you know, these condoms exist, and it would be like some special, is lots of loud music and like there's hardly any lighting, and all you see is a condom and the color of the box of the condom and the screaming of the chick and the heavy breathing of the guy, and it's just, yeah, it's usually the same. Same with the alcohol commercials. Same scene, same everything. Same music.
There was an advert on the Fox, and like I can't remember the name of the American company, but it was basically our version, Finso, of supermarketmoney.com. And see what you said there, like you could tell it was aimed at old people, because every other advert it was an old person go, give us your money, be safe. Remember that guy that used to be in the West Wing? I can't remember his name, the old actor guy. I think it was West Wing. And he was on telling you invest, all the old people to invest in gold and silver. That'll keep you warm at night.
Yeah, all of Oprah's sponsored channels are like We and Oxygen. You'll see like all the advertisements for donating money to the cats and dogs. What is it? The Humane Society. So you'll have those. You'll have the I've fallen and I can't get up, push a button around my neck so somebody can save me commercial. Home security systems. Scaring the shit out of old people, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like the life insurance ones now, isn't it? You know, have you got loved ones? Have you got grandchildren? Do you want, do you want to make sure they have a healthy life? And after you've gone,
well, I don't know how many of you here know this, right? But I used to work in call centres, telesales, however you want to dress it up, right? Mm-hmm. Back in the day, you could say you couldn't really work there and make money and have much of a moral compass, let's say, right?
Yeah.
And it was horrible, man. But I couldn't do it nowadays, man. But anyway, like when you were phoning up and stuff, and this is why I don't know. I done a lot of sales training, a lot of corporate sales training. I worked for a lot of different companies, primarily like utility companies, gas and electric, mobile phone companies. I done private health and private medical insurance for companies. What did that used to be called? PMI. PMI, I think it was. But anyway, I used to sell all that sort of crap, so I went through a hell of a lot of these. Tended to be American-esque sales training bull crap, do you know what I mean? Teaching you how to manipulate people, right? So this is how I've spun and started hating these, because I know exactly what they're all about. So long story short, when you were sitting down in the call centre, and it's they breed a very competitive atmosphere. So you have bells, whistles, competitions, league tables. Put your seal up on the board. And honestly, some places I've been, the bizarre stuff you would see unbelievable. Like everybody. Anyway, so you get the competitive atmosphere is fucking intense. So it tends to be primarily a lot of males, right? Because who make it for the longest, because it's a high pressure motherfucker, and if you're doing well, man, you're making a lot of money. But basically, what you're doing is like fucking listening around you and listening to everybody's techniques, how to sort of manipulate people within the rules that pass you QA. You know what I mean? You would sit down with your team manager, man, and your team manager wouldn't be going like that. Right? Are you conning people? They'd be going like that, right? Hold on, can I tick this box? So I know the corporate scumbag sales structure, man, and it's horrible. And long story short, in fact, when I was sitting down out in the floor and stuff and sitting around, man, so no offence or something, right? No offence to old people and no offence to Welsh people, but they were your primarily targets. You'd be hoping that your dialer would get old people, or Welsh people seem to be more gullible for some reason as well. And it was a numbers game every now and again. And this is why I hate people on the interwebs talking shit, because they're relying on that 1 in 1,000, 1 in 500, 1 in 20, and people need to be aware of this, and don't. And it's no reflection on anybody. It's just some people fall in that sort of a mindset. But anyway, it would be a numbers game, and you would hope to get an old person or a Welsh person or something. And do you know who was the best for this? British Gas. Right now, the Americans might not understand this as much, right, as Finso will. But British Gas is a well-respected corporation, right? And it used to be a monopoly here in the UK. If you had gas in your house, your supplier was British Gas. So that was the national company turned privatised into a corporation. After our taxes paid for all the pipes, all the infrastructure, all the delivery of everything, so on, all the vans, all the fucking thing. Oh, hold on, we'll sell it to a private corporation. Now make billions of profit each year. Cheers, tax slaves. But anyway, so they British Gas, I used to work for them. And you would phone up, and old people, you would just need to say you were for British Gas. And whether you were supplying them gas, electricity, or anything, they thought that you were their customer straight away. British Gas knew this, right? And they preyed on the old, and it's horrible, man. So, aye. But, don't know, it takes somebody quite ruthless to go and do that kind of stuff. I could no longer do it, no chance.
It's like here with the security systems, they prey on the older people too when they don't really need all that shit.
No, you could not work in there if you had a heart, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how people can do it anymore, man.
Yeah, I stayed in the field of sales for a while because I would convince myself that somebody needed what I was selling, but I would try out every tactic, and it is a ruthless field, and it is all mind games. Like, it is a competition field, so if you're a competitive spirit, like, they're going to suck you in. It is pretty manipulative, and they teach you, and I feel like I've learned a lot from that field as well. I started with this freaking vacuum sales, the door-to-door vacuum sales.
Oh, yeah. I've done that too.
I had an old lady, like, crying. First she was yelling, but then she was crying because she told me that she bought 2 vacuums from these mean salesmen, and these were like $1,800 vacuums. Yeah, and I went to her house. I guess she's been, she's seen them before. She started screaming at me and yelling. I got her to calm down, went in her house, and I felt so bad. I wanted her to return one of the vacuums. Like, this is bullshit. You should be able to return one of these vacuums. Well, never sold a fucking vacuum. Never sold a vacuum, so I was in that field for very long. Moved on to different sales, but I've been in sales all the way up into banking, and it is always a manipulative game. And it's always, find a need and fill it. And
banking sales as well, I found, Heather, because my sister through the banking system. No, she's worked herself into a position where she no longer works in branch or anything. She travels around. But before that, when she was working in branches and stuff, all her job really was, and I mean, she worked from the bottom all the way up within branches to manager and whatnot, and all her job was, even part of the manager, was managing sales, or when she was at the bottom, making sales. That's what banking has turned into now.
Yeah, that's all it is. If I wasn't in the bank, I was out of the bank looking for people to come into the bank. It was like, yeah, so I was always out of the bank too because I couldn't sit in an office.
And I'm not talking about international banking or any of that bull crap. I'm talking about branches, as we know at High Street.
It is even with small time people, like small businesses. Like, every person, every household is a dollar figure to the bank, and it is sales. It is sales from the bottom. Even they can encourage the tellers. All they do is take deposits and give you cash to get you to sign up for something because that is a dollar. That's,
I need to say though, in my time as seeing British Gas, right? You were phoning up people. You were working off this sort of average. It was a piece of paper with, if I coulda, woulda, up tos on it, what they could possibly save, and you were allowed to say that to them. And if they said, oh, aye, I could be interested, you're like, aye, cool, right, I'll send you a pack. And I swear to God, it was horrible, man. Like, I need to say at the time, though, like, what age was I? I was in my early 20s, right? I think I was like 21, 22. And for a long period, I was walking out with, like, this was crazy money I was making, man. Like, about like £1,500 clear a week, right? We're making all sorts of crazy sales targets and whatnot, and I was making and I was in my early 20s, right? And I was getting a hard time. Like, why are you taking so many days off? Why are you ill so much? I'm like, you're paying me fucking more money than I can spend. I'm in my early 20s, and you're expecting me to talk about. I just never really. Oh, never mind. There's no way I could not do that. No chance. Becky and Heather, I'm going to scoot off. I'm going to make myself some dinner and stuff. It's dinner time over here. But thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's lunchtime here.
I'm sure Finsel will be popping back in, by the way, because sometimes his connection kicks him out, so I'm pretty sure he'll be.
He said he was on his break, so. Well, thanks for joining.
Is Heather away?
She's here.
I'm here, guys. I was just turning my laundry.
Alright, I just didn't want to leave Becky on her Todd. Right, I'll leave you two to it, okay? You can talk about handbags and shopping again.
Ha ha ha.
I'm being sarcastic, Becky. Anyway, right, I'll speak to you later, okay?
Alright, see you later.
Have a good night or good day.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
I probably could have scratched his eyes out for that comment. Anyway, but he left the comment still listening.
Yeah.
You better be. Yeah, I got lucky. I woke up really early this morning and woke up the kid really early and convinced her to fall back asleep to have her early nap, so I was able to join World News.
Awesome.
Oh, let me just see what the heck is going on in the news and avoid all handbag conversations as if they ever have happened.
I don't even carry one, so.
Nor do I then.
I would just leave it in the store, so I don't even bother with it.
Oh, that sounds like my friend Sarah. She's left her purse so many places. Anyway, so did you see the there was a post that somebody said because of all the debt we owe to China, that China's going to start claiming land.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Or buying land in America. So I don't, there's already a lot of foreign property owners. Like there's property in Detroit that is for sale. I know about 2 years ago there was property for sale in Detroit that was being bought by people overseas, like somewhere in Afghanistan, or sorry, in the Middle East or in Africa. I did not mean to say Afghanistan at all. But that's because Detroit's such a shithole.
Yeah.
All the debt.
They made it that way, so.
Yeah, it went into terrible debt. Beyond repair. Everybody is left, except for, I did see a couple like small few-minute documentaries about young entrepreneurs that would move to Detroit and buy like flats that were completely decked out for a super reasonable price because there was nobody living there. The whole building is like pretty much empty. The whole city's pretty much empty. So they got a great deal on it, but they were like profiting off of the failure that once was, or the failure that was.
I'll remind everybody, anybody can join if they want to. The links are below and everything. Come on down. Like the Price is Right.
Russian
Is that-
super
Go ahead.
Russian supermarket is under fire because they were selling a cutting board with a Obama monkey face on it. That is literally the ad. Hold on, let me screenshot this.
You can screen share if you want to.
Russian supermarket under fire for selling monkey Obama chopping board. Oh, how
my
fun. Yahoo News, you're the fucking worst. An upscale Russian store chain apologized on Thursday for selling the chopping board. Oh, fuck off. This is the stupidest shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, no,
No,
that's sharing shit.
They think that's newsworthy, yes.
That's garbage.
Yep. Oh.
Who's that? Mr. Oh, it's Graham.
you
Oh,
doing?
no.
Hey ladies,
Hello.
I dropped a link up there for foreign land buyers. It's at governmentauction.com,
Yeah.
and
See-
there's no restrictions.
Yeah, that's what I was like. So what's the big deal with China? And do we just have to give it to them?
Oh yeah, there's no restrictions. I'm looking at the governmentauction.com right now website. That's that link I dropped in the side chat.
Yeah.
You can scroll on down. It says 1, 2, 3. Which one is it? Oh, 1. After foreign land buyers, how to buy land in the United States. It says 1. Are there any restrictions on non-U.S. citizens buying land in the U.S. from governmentauction.com? And the answer is there are no restrictions that would prevent foreigners from buying land from the U.S. From us in the U.S., you only need proof of residency in your country and valid identification such as a visa.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to pay taxes on land I buy from governmentauction.com?
So
Yes,
you're-
foreigners who purchase land in the United States must pay U.S. property taxes. Taxes will vary by state, country, and city, local. Yeah. Same bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and I think it's because of the same reason. No matter who buys it, you don't get to own it.
Exactly. You just get to collect the taxes from
You
it.
get to be a tenant there, so, but still, I really think that a lot of those same countries that some of those same people are from do not, I repeat, do not allow us to purchase land there. So, I mean, is it a stacked deck? I mean, what you think? You know what I mean? It actually makes me think. They can buy our land, we can't buy their land in a lot of cases. You can't buy land in like Costa Rica if you want.
I'm
You
gonna
have
check.
to be married to someone in Costa Rica.
I'm gonna check out this governmentauction.com. See what's going on there.
Yeah, you can find all my old cars there. Yeah.
Nothing from civil forfeiture will make it here. Okay, so don't come looking for your shit here. It's already been seized and it's now new property.
It's been gone.
They took it. It is now their property.
Oh yeah, they took my boat and went fishing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, if they claim civil forfeiture, then yeah, they're fishing with that.
Oh yeah.
How to buy finance land. land buyers, claiming your land title, transferring ownership, researching before you buy, legal descriptions, state and county resources.
Whoa, goodness.
That sounds healthy.
It was.
That's what I tell my diabetic dad when he coughs over the phone, and he shows off too. He's so obnoxious about it.
This is marijuana coughing. This isn't something else. I'm taking a big rip and having all your mucous membranes go flex.
My dad does it on purpose.
Yeah. Membranes. At least I got some brains, even though they're just membranes.
We should all be able to say that. At least I got some brains.
Mucous membranes? Sorry.
So this governmentauction.com uses Wachovia Bank. I thought Wachovia was bought out by Wells Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chase or some shit. Chase Wachovia. As far as I can remember.
Yeah, it's Wells Fargo.
Yeah, because it said Wells Fargo where the Wachovia used to be in our town. So.
It's weird that this website still calls it Wachovia.
Huh?
Sorry?
No, it's okay. What were you saying, Graham?
You're talking gibberish to me. I don't use the banks in fucking so many years. I couldn't tell you who's who about the banks.
That's good.
It's almost a good thing, really.
It really is.
Yeah.
Is that you knocking on wood?
Yeah.
I know, right? Like,
Make
it's
sure it
still
stays
a
a
good
good
thing,
thing,
though.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that I'm broke. I just don't use the banks. It makes things a lot harder. I try to tell people, come with me, stop using the banks with me so I can have other options, because they won't open up other options like, certain ways to pay for things that aren't bank related because there's no need for it. There's no demand.
It really isn't. My dad doesn't use a bank. He pays all his bills via money order or somebody else and just transfers cash.
That's what I have to do too, and it sucks because I have to go and get a money order, which in return transfers money through another bank. Really pisses me off. I mean, because some places demand that, that you do that. I'm like, let me just sign this bill. I mean, with my name on it, right?
Yeah.
Put my name right on this bill, and these are mine. I sent these to you. It kind of sucks. But if more people would just stop using the damn banks, then there would be other options that would open up. Oh, we're having, you know what I mean? Like, straight up credit, union money order or something that has nothing to do with the federal bank,
I know a lot of older people. They would rather hide their money in the vacuum cleaner than put it in the bank. So even they knew back then you couldn't trust the bank.
Oh yeah.
My dad has told me if something happens, you will know that there's a hole in a wall somewhere with all my guns and all my money, and a little letter that says, "Heather, you know what to do." I'm like, oh, Dad, shut up.
I actually like to know exactly where the hole in the wall is, Dad.
Yeah, really.
In case I ever need money before the emergency.
No, my dad's straight. I know what he means, and he knows I know what he means.
I know what you know. I mean, I don't know what you know. I know what you know. It's almost sounding like some.
It's just, I know what you're saying. It's that song, I Feel For You.
Yes, I love you.
It's, something like that.
Shaka Khan.
It's a shock. Yeah, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
Shaka. Shaka. Shaka Khan, won't you love me, Shaka Khan? Won't you love me, that's all I wanna do, Shaka Khan, won't you love me, Shaka Khan? want you to love me because I feel for you.
No.
Gotta get some use out of this microphone. Well, that was the comic relief section of this segment of this presentation.
No, don't let it end.
Hello, everyone in the chat. Leebot, Cognitive Dissonance, Cookie, Kip, and Tony, and Heather, Zigzag.
Sacrifices babies at Christmas.
Yeah.
Levi, hiya! Kung Fu, bro! You know what happened there just now? I just interrupted you. I had to point that out.
I was done anyway.
Perfect timing then.
Mm-hmm.
That was synchronicity then. Shit.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. Yeah.
So how's it going? How's it going, Graham? How's everything going?
Oh, better than average. You know, got the rain going like a son of a gun. Got my gutters fixed and fixed the vacuum cleaner. I just went on a fixing spree. You know, fixed the washing machine, the vacuum cleaner. Fucking. What else did I fix?
Doesn't it feel good to get all that shit done really quick? I love that feeling. Get everything done real quick.
Heck yeah. I found
that's good.
I found 2 boxes of T-shirts I didn't even know I had. So that's 12 dozen more T-shirts. That's like finding a couple of $100 bills in your back pocket, you know.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot I separated these. Cool. They were sent to me by the Improbability Drive. Diesel bar or whatever.
Is my washer and dryer coming in good?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Should I put myself on mute if I'm not talking then?
No, I can't hear it at all, really.
Barely hear it.
I was just messing with you.
Let me mute it. They're an old set. Came with a house. That is not funny. Now I feel like everything I say is like feminine driven, and now I'm starting to feel self-conscious. I need to go back to watching. I'll come back with some really important news information.
Driven? No. Ah, shit, man. I got nice jackets and all kinds of nice stuff. It's not feminine driven. I just don't have handbags. You guys were talking about handbags?
No.
Oh,
no, but it was just a joke. But it was still like I have little man syndrome, so.
We'll get you a big watch.
Yeah, I'm 5'0".
Watch. Get you a big fat man's watch. And
I'm always like, hey, what'd you say?
we'll get you a job at the prison so you can punk men out all day long. Make your bed, bitch.
Yeah, like my neck barely poking out of like the bulletproof vest. That would be me.
Yeah. In the prison with a bulletproof vest on. Tasers all over the place.
I would have tasers all over the place. I'm 5'0", and I would need to feel secure.
Hell yeah, I'd be like, don't tase me, ma'am.
Yeah, my boy asked for one of them Google Watches last night. I said no. But all my friends have it. So what?
Yeah, my kids were talking about drones, and my husband got mad at me for it, and he was talking about getting him those watches too. And I said, no, why? So everybody could track them, and he's like, you know what? We need to have a talk, okay? You're making
He's gonna straighten you out.
It's like everything. You're making the kids paranoid. I'm sick of hearing the kids. There's drones in the sky, Dad. Look. The neighbors could hear them, Heather. And I was like, Orlando, shh, calm down. I'm glad to hear this.
Yeah, I went through that with an ex. I mean,
He'll be all right.
that's not exactly what I meant to say like that. But I went through that, but it wasn't her son wasn't my son. I mean, I was good enough to homeschool him and all that, but when he started talking about, vaccinations, particularly all kinds of stuff, fucking heavy metals and all that stuff, then she started acting like there was a problem with me because she was in the medical field. And I was like, well, I mean, but she doesn't know because she was all messed. I don't even want to get into it, but you know how it goes. She's on the medications and stuff, just full full swing right into all that shit.
We delude ourselves sometimes.
A believer.
We delude ourselves like it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
I don't know, man. I think it's just sunk cost. She's in the Air Force or was for so long, and now it's organ procurement doctor thing going on, and just believing in all the bullshit. I'm like, I mean, you literally know better. I mean, I can tell. I mean, somebody who takes all those meds and has all that problem, and then it goes to the hospital and has a problem that they tell her they don't even know what it is, and you're just dying for no reason, and then she just all of a sudden gets better again. I mean, it's like, what the fuck, man? It's the medications and shit, right? They're just not allowed to tell you. I tried to tell her the whole time, and she's like, there's a dependency there as far as like, oh, no, I need them. I mean, if I don't take them, I'll go really crazy. I'm like, no, bitch, I'm trying to tell you, there's no more crazy than this. This is as crazy as it gets anyway, so I'd rather not deal with these.
Yeah.
But, that's just how it goes.
Well, it's like Murph was on.
You can't have those conversations in front of the kids,
Yeah. And Murph was on here yesterday. Said he's never had a vaccine. Said he's only been sick maybe one time in his whole life, and it was the eye cold.
So. Did he get an eye cold?
Yeah. Yeah,
that makes sense. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my Bruce Lee caricature. That's very kung fu.
Looks very anime.
He said that's actual picture of Grim. Damn you! Want to fight, huh? Well then, fight me.
You know what? He does have kind of your features, Grib.
You wouldn't hit old Chinese merchant, would you? Got my features.
Yeah, he's got the elongated face.
I'm a lumpy head.
Similar eyebrows, I'd say.
To yours and mine. What's up with the Illuminati picture?
I knew, you know what? Okay, so a long time ago when I took this picture and then I was deciding what picture to put on my Google Plus, I avoided this picture because of the freaking peace sign that I put up over my eyes. Because I was like, oh, this looks like an Illuminati symbol. But I was like, this is a good picture, so I changed my mind recently.
No, you messed up right there.
I know. Oh, well.
It's a giveaway. It's a dead giveaway.
Oh, well.
Your cover's blown.
Dang it.
Genetic memory. You just thought it was a go-to reflex move. It looked like you were gonna flick someone off, and you just said no, and kept that other finger out there, so it didn't.
I have that picture too. I got that picture too, but it's not as nice as this one. It's in a similar shot, yeah. Isn't that sad?
I don't know. It looks like something's going on with that fingernail.
Yeah, I just painted them at my friend's house right there.
Super glossy.
Illuminati, it's Illuminati paint that you can
Illuminati
buy
red.
from an Illuminati store to show the spirit.
Well, that's all true. Just not getting around that. You probably paid
Technically
for it with
it is.
Illuminati money.
Yeah,
What
technically,
Illuminati bank? I bet you drove in a car that had Illuminati gas in it. Which brings us back to oil being abiotic.
damn it.
Yes, I'm still working on my design for a poster, so
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, let me know. I got paper. We can make flyers and all kinds of different stuff. I got 2 big old printers.
It's been so busy, so I haven't had time to do much on it. So, but I am doing it.
I'm the leader of my own resistance, Fleabite. It's hard to resist myself. You don't get it.
There's no leader to the resistance.
I hope not. If there wasn't, we'd be in one of those freaking situations again.
In the cult.
We'd have a fucking another president.
Yeah.
Why don't we just vote for another president if we're gonna do that dumb shit, right? Like whatever, one of the 3 they give me. Yeah, what resistance? Blazing's right. What resistance? I mean, the resistance, the people that are saying sometimes, that I'm seeing, they're the resistance. They're really just playing the NWO bagpipes. The flute. The steel drum.
Especially Alex Jones. Shit.
Yeah, shit. Most people just accidentally fall right back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Your chat is funny.
Yeah.
The best. What's the, this is some good weed. Pardon me.
I'm jealous. I'm all the way here in Florida. Like, they overcharge, and I never buy it, obviously, because it's illegal, but
Mm.
they
I
overcharge.
heard, yeah, but that's what I heard.
And, yeah, and it's sometimes, most of the time, it's like some brick Mexican stuff with a bunch of seeds. So it's not even weed. I think that's like oregano.
Yeah, Cogni had a. Yeah, you know what I was gonna say earlier? I mean, never mind. I'm still not gonna say.
Say what?
Yeah, I lived in Florida for a while, and you either get some crippy, some really really good nugs, or some old bullshit. Usually, you just gotta know somebody. Out here, it's like you gotta know somebody to get the old bullshit. If you wanted to get some swag, you gotta know somebody. It's the opposite. It's weird. Never. I can't even believe I fucking was out there with the bullshit weed for that long.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But
to our new people in the chat, Peter Plus and 666 Truth Seeker. Hi guys.
You know how they find like Jesus in the corn chips and shit, and then the potato chips.
And on the toast.
Yeah, man, they found a little picture, you know, silhouette of Jesus or something in there. We should sell Jesus corn chips. Oh my goodness. No, seriously, I get mad sometimes.
People would buy them. Jesus corn chips, not rich.
People would buy them for sure.
Shit.
It's almost like a joke. It's. I'm just kind of kidding, but it's more like, of course, I wouldn't really do it. But.
No, imagine the mothers. I only feed my child Jesus corn chips. You should too, bitch.
Yeah, I think somebody's actually. I think Brother Nathaniel's been selling them.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why he acts like that.
Yeah, I think he's been selling those Jesus corn chips for a long time, and that's where we heard him from. He's kind of an old feller.
Wait, are you serious? Somebody selling Jesus corn chips?
You know how you see them on eBay and stuff, and it'll be like, oh, this one was a potato chip. It had Jesus in it, and it went for $7,000.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's Brother Nathaniel.
Say hi to Debbie in the chat. She joined us. Hello.
Well, it seems like because he doesn't mind making a buck off of bouncing the religions off each other. It looks like a lot of people don't. I mean, come on, man. Y'all had 2,000 years to prove that motherfucker exists. Give it a rest.
Oh, isn't that funny how people do that? Part of one of the documentaries I was watching earlier was one that is on one of Kip's channels, and Tazi shared it. The Auschwitz Museum and the restaurant and hotel, all right there, convenient, you know, parking. I wonder if the menu's overpriced. I wonder if the rooms are overpriced.
Oh, wow. Of course they are. What do you mean you wonder? Have you been to Bike Week? Have you ever been to like an event or seen an event come in the neighborhood and then all the motels just went stupid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Except for it's like 24/7.
You know,
When in Auschwitz?
They had to make some sort of a law about that in Daytona. It didn't work, but I mean, they tried to anyway. But they were jacking, because there's people who would like live in the hotels, like they live at the hotels, you know. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when the season comes, they gotta go. Yeah, because the price goes up. That was back in the day. Sorry, I'm not much of a help this morning. I'm just totally ripped, taking the day off. Sitting on my flat stationary earth that's going up, straight up in the air all the time, speeding up. Durr.
If anybody else wants to join, the link's below. Remind you.
I can prove the Earth isn't flat in 3 seconds. I got a 6 foot level. Drop it on the ground and shit is not level.
And plus, bubbles are round as well, so.
That's not flat. I didn't say it was round.
Well, they're round and circular. They're not flat. They're.
I almost made a flat Earth video last night with my roommate. There's this huge hump in the middle of our street, and I was gonna get a G.I. Joe and put him down and get my laser pin light out, and I'm like the only guy on YouTube that used a laser to prove flat Earth, you know. And I'd be like, I'm trying to prove flat Earth, but damn it, there's a hump. How do I erase this information? I was gonna try, act like I'm shilling and shit, but of course it's obvious it's the street hump. We're gonna get her aviation goggles on, and she'll be the laser management. We got so stoned, we really talked about it too, like we were gonna do it, and then we just ate something.
Forgot about it.
Think something else happened, started eating food. Some sort of a dumb movie. uh,
So that must be a sativa then. A sativa headed. You're smoking.
no, it's definitely an indica. I'm just
The couch.
an indica smoker, constant. But what I do is I throw it in the oven, like cognitive dissonance. There, Timo said. Not the whole thing, just a couple nugs at a time. Throw them in the oven for 5 minutes at 270 degrees. And not even a complete 5 minutes, actually. It was more like, because I was scared. I pulled it out early and I thought it was perfect. So about 4 minutes. But golly, something happened to it. It got way stonier. And it couldn't really be any stonier, I didn't think. There I go, didn't think. I'm on the wrong panel. I'm on the wrong hangout for all this stoner talk, huh?
Oh no.
Absolutely not.
Oh no.
Absolutely not. Sorry, I started trying to catch up on the freaking chat, and I'm high too. So, I mean,
A haiku.
I need my glass. I need my glasses. I can't see very well.
It's a haiku. She's a haiku.
Yeah, a lot of cognitive dissonance is writing in haikus. Son of an ishbay. It's making it very difficult for me to pay attention to Grimm story about baking what? Baking the indica?
It's over. That story's over. Reading.
Ah!
I'm already lit. It's lit. Ugh.
I'm so frustrated. I'm waking up the kitty. Oh.
No.
Wealthy. I'm wealthy. I got a big ass D-boy belly. Ugh. Belafonte.
Who is that rapper? It's my favorite.
Yeah. E40.
E40, thank you.
I was trying to give you hints first, you know.
Get E40 in your mouth.
Almost no hints work when you're brain farting. It's like, oh, it's not there on purpose for some reason. It's like you have it. You own that information. It's in there. You know what I mean? I hate that.
I had my fluoride this morning, damn it.
There's a door right in front of it. Just get that. Hello? Sometimes that works. Someone will open the door. Is there someone else in my head closing doors while I'm trying to think of shit? Because you're fucking with me.
Yeah, it's probably the cigarettes.
No. No one is in here. Is it just me, or is that in my head? My ear too close to the mic.
Oh, that was so funny.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Lost is very helpful all the time, Debbie.
Yes, she is.
The most helpful person on YouTube.
I have to agree there. Echo.
Am I echoing? No, because I have headphones.
Mm.
Oh, Peter.
Well, I'll have you know, I raked my yard and it really, really looked great for 15 minutes, and the wind came along and boom, put another layer down for me of leaves.
Keep your body moving through the fall.
You know?
So you don't get fat from all the yummy potatoes and pumpkin that you should be eating.
Shit.
and beans.
Yeah, I could.
I'm thinking about dinner.
I don't even remember what we're having for dinner.
Your husband cooks, right, Becky?
A lot of the time, yeah.
Oh, that is amazing.
He's a good cook.
Oh, what a treat. I'm a terrible cook, but I cook all the time.
Yeah, that was my job. So I worked in restaurants. So I hate cooking now.
But are you a good cook? I'm seriously an awful cook. I offered to take a plate of food to my husband's job for like he had like all male workers one time. He's like, no, don't do that. You know, bring Tums if you're gonna do that. I'm like, what?
I make a great pizza.
He's
Homemade.
just kidding.
That's my
No,
favorite.
he's probably serious.
He's kidding. You know, we don't like telling you how great you are all the time, because then you might leave. You might realize you're awesome and we're not worth it, you know? A lot of times that's a compliment. Wink, wink, wink.
No, I've had some of his friends over, and then when they would later return for dinner plans, they would offer to cook, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
Let him know I stuck up for him, and we're done. I did my best. I can't fucking fight it for him, no. I stuck up for him. That's all I could do, bro.
It was all in vain because it's not true. I'm probably a terrible cook.
I doubt it.
There's certain things I can make, but I'll definitely burn some things.
If he's asking you to do it, then it's not that bad. Trust me.
Oh, that's because he'll burn toast, an egg, ice cube. He'll burn it all.
Well, yeah, the bar isn't set that high, so you're actually a really good cook. It's really all about comparisons.
No, the bar is set high. His mother is Mexican and Mormon.
Look,
and
have her ass over to fucking cook.
She's the ultimate martyr. Like, she wakes up early at 5 to iron their school clothes in high school for these boys and made them breakfast, bacon, toast. She ruined me. She ruined everything I could, everything that I would do for them. So it's just like, fuck it, you know? Who knows? Ironing their clothes at high school. I remember my dad used to pay me like 50 cents to iron his clothes. And what a rip-off, right? What a fucking rip-off. I took it.
Iron our clothes as kids.
Yeah, and I ironed my own clothes.
Yeah. I mean, I was every morning in the iron, 20 minutes with the iron. You know, shoot, I had long hair. Sometimes I would iron my hair. I would just throw it right on the table. I swear. Right on the towel and just, all right, curls are fucking straight. Let's roll.
I don't even own an iron, so.
Oh, no. Yes, I do. I don't own an ironing board.
Yeah, we had that. I was ironing my pants. I was trying to be crisp and clean. Shoot.
As a kid, I was like that. And because of my dad and my mom. But
Then go out to the bus stop in 6 foot of snow. Like a joke. I swear. Sorry to interrupt you.
I've never had experienced that in Cali. Never had experienced that. Yeah. Not in SoCal, not in LA.
Yeah, Milwaukee, you do.
Oh yeah.
There was
I
saw a 12-foot snowdrift after I walked out of my stepped into it. Yeah, it wasn't packed, so I was kind of stuck in a lot of snow for, working my way out. You have to walk out, make your own steps.
That doesn't sound inhabitable.
Yeah, that can happen overnight. Snow can just pile up against the side of a house. From like just blowing horizontally all night. Oh.
I guess I'll just go ahead.
The wind chill was 68 degrees below zero. What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live, and we can still chat offline there. So.
Yeah, I don't blame you. We ain't talking about oils, abiotic, or anything.
Just shooting the shit.
Damn it.
Anybody wants to join? Yeah, we'll still be here.
Abiotic oil.
Catch y'all later. Peace and love, and help each other.
Bye.